For over 75 years, our esteemed institution, the University of the West Indies, has been a symbol of excellence in the Caribbean and beyond. While honoring our rich heritage, we are also committed to embracing progress and change. One exciting change is the modernization of the academic regalia worn by university officers during formal ceremonies. Our UWI regalia, which was first introduced in the 1960s, has been significantly redesigned. This new bespoke collection of gowns, conceptualized through insightful contributions from our university community, was produced by a collaboration of in-house talent, a budding young designer, and a West Indian manufacturer. The gowns are now more suitable for the climate, embody our Caribbean heritage, and represent our dedication to sustainability. Most importantly, they celebrate our continued evolution as an independent university breaking from colonial ties. Tradition meets evolution as the spirit of Caribbeanness infuses these gowns, marking a new history for the University of the West Indies.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. This is the UWI presentation of graduate ceremony. It's Friday morning, and you're with us for the second of 5 graduations. You are now looking at the UWI Panaridim Steel Orchestra. They are the ones taking us through to the start of the official ceremony. My name is Roger Bent. I'm with you through the period of the pre-show, and I will take you all the way through. And all the way through meaning through 3 different sets of procession. The graduates will process shortly, followed by the academic procession, and finally, you'll have the Chancellor's procession, and thereafter, he will take the microphone, the Chancellor that is, and the formal program will begin. Wishing you a pleasant morning and welcome to this special moment in the lives of our graduates, and I dare say in the life of the university as well. While we may be gathering from different corners of the world today, because we acknowledge our online listeners and viewers, the significance of this occasion remains as powerful as ever. Today we come together to celebrate resilience, determination, and the countless hours of hard work that have brought us to this milestone. Mentioned before that this is the second of 5 graduation ceremonies, so there will be 5 graduation ceremonies at Mona this year, but the one you're currently seeing on screen is the Faculty of Social Sciences, non-MSBM and IGDS. The Mona School of Business is a department by itself, and it will have its own ceremony this afternoon, starting at 4 o'clock. This year's series of graduation ceremonies is themed Celebrating Caribbean Legacy, a kaleidoscope of resilience. The presentation of graduate series began over 3 weeks ago at the 5 Island campus in Antigua, then to St. Augustine in Trinidad, Cave Hill, the Cave Hill campus in Barbados. And now, here we are at the Mona campus in Kingston, Jamaica. Earlier in the video, you see where the university unveiled its new regalia. Contemplating more about our historical value and also our environmental and climate-related issues. Found that very interesting. When you think of redefining dress, especially ceremonial dressing or ceremonial regalia, it's a statement, at least in my mind, about gradually removing the vestiges of colonialization. So this is indeed an act of decolonization on the part of the university as it seeks to work in partnership with the sentiments of the region, I suppose. Steel Orchestra, and it's one of the oldest clubs and societies at the University of the West Indies, Mona. Long serving and consistent. Another such club and society is the University Singers, and both will be on display this morning as the University Singers themselves will be participating in the program at different points. But for now, we're seeing the Panorhythm Steel Orchestra. They have been playing from yesterday, and they'll be playing all the way through tomorrow afternoon. Of the West Indies. As an institution, it has been a significant force in Caribbean development for over 75 years. The UWI celebrated its 75th year last year in fine style. started as the University College of London in Jamaica with 33 medical students in 1948 and has now grown into a globally recognized university with nearly 50,000 students. And in addition to that, 5 campuses. We have Mona in Jamaica, St. Augustine in Trinidad and Tobago, Cave Hill in Barbados, 5 islands in Antigua and Barbuda, and of course, the global campus. That is not all, however. In addition to all that, we have global centers in partnership with universities in North America, Latin America, Asia, Africa, and Europe. UWI offers over 1,000 certificate, diploma, graduate, and undergraduate degree options in various fields such as culture, creative and performing arts, food and culture, engineering, humanities and education, law, medical sciences, science and technology, social sciences, and the newest on the block, sport. It is also home to several specialized institutes and centers focusing on research and other activities aligned to activist agenda. And other means of support of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs. So quite an impressive program that we're seeing here. The UWI is an expansive institution. With a network of more than 250,000, you heard that correct? With a network of more than 250,000 alumni. The university has a significant impact on Caribbean society, with graduates holding leadership positions in government, business, and civil society organizations. Over 25 of these graduates have risen to become heads of government or heads of state. Notably, 2 of 3 Nobel laureates of Caribbean descent, Sir Derek A. Walcott and former Vice Chancellor Sir Arthur Lewis, have direct ties to the university. Other esteemed alumni include the current Secretary General of the Caribbean Community, CARICOM, that's Carla Barnett, and former President of the UNS General Assembly, Ambassador Dennis Francis. And you're hearing the sound now that will signal the entry of our graduates. Any minute now you'll see the faces appear. It's all about them this morning, the reason we've gathered. And as they enter, you're seeing the marshal. The marshal has a responsibility to bring them into the tent. They are the academic ushers, and each marshal will guide the different sets of procession that will happen. The chief marshal will accompany the chancellor's procession. These are the faces of the social scientists and gender specialists. This is the Faculty of Social Sciences, non-SBN, and IGDS. As I stated earlier, MSBM will graduate later on this afternoon in a separate ceremony. The social sciences while I'm aware of the exact number, is the largest faculty at the University of the West Indies Mona campus. So we have no doubt it's going to be a bumper-to-bumper graduation. Everyone is looking sparkling. After 3 to 4 years of study, countless exams and assignments, they've gathered here to celebrate the end of this particular journey. So many of them will go on to do advanced degrees, and they will go on to also pursue careers. But their time here at UWI will forever be etched in their minds. For the final time, they gather together as a cohort. seeing on screen the graduates for the Faculty of Social Sciences, non-MSBM, and IGDS. IGDS is Institute of Gender and Development Studies, IGDS. This year is the debut of our Chancellor, Dr. the Most Honorable Doddridge Miller. He will serve us for 7 years, which is the prescribed term for the Chancellor, and thereafter he may be elected to a second term. The Chancellor is known regionally for his work in Sagicor Financials, but has over 30 years experience in the banking sector. His knowledge, extensive knowledge, will do well for the UWI. As we mentioned before, this is the largest faculty, so you will see a fairly long procession. You're seeing there Nathan Walker. Nathan Walker is the valedictorian for this afternoon. Pretty interesting story around Nathan. His desire for academic excellence is deeply rooted in the legacy his parents, who passed away by the time he was 16. Rather than being discouraged, the loss became a source of motivation for him, pushing him to excel in all areas of his life. As the former head boy of Campion College, Nathan demonstrated his academic prowess early on, earning placements in the regional merit lists for both CSEC and CAPE examinations. He achieved the third highest score in the Caribbean for CAPE and CSEC Spanish, alongside placements in history, French, and sociology. His dedication earned him the prestigious Grace Kennedy Jamaica Scholarship, allowing him to continue his academic journey at the University of the West Indies, Mona. If you're just joining us, I'm talking a little bit about Nathan Walker, the valedictorian for this afternoon. At the UWI Mona, Nathan continued to excel, remaining on the Dean's list throughout his studies, and receiving the UWI Social Sciences First Year cross-campus prize for the highest GPA across all campuses. We're talking about 5 campuses here. And he won the UWI Social Sciences first year cross-campus prize for the highest GPA. His passion for languages and cross-cultural experiences led him to win the Erasmus Scholarship, allowing him to study abroad in Spain, further enriching his global perspective. Nathan graduates this afternoon with a Bachelor of Science in Economics and a double minor in Spanish and International Relations with first-class honors. And we're now seeing the entrance of the postgraduate students, those who would have completed their masters, whether it be in the social sciences or in gender and development studies. Graduates are divided up into 3 different segments. You have the undergraduates, followed by those who've completed masters or master's degrees rather. And the final set of persons who will come into the room, or the final set of graduates who will come into the room, will be those who've completed PhD studies. They'll be wearing a bright red gown piped with black, so you can't miss them. They stand out. A lot of time that have gone into getting here. Seeing the PhD graduates coming in. Shortly you will be seeing the academic procession. The academic procession consists of the marshal who will lead them into the tent, members of the Guild of Students, members of the UWI Alumni Association, the Jamaica chapter, and of course members of the University and Campus Council. Members of the university here is speaking as well to the academic staff for the Faculty of Social Sciences and IGDS. Their arrival will also be signaled by a different signature tune. So each group carries its own signature tune. We are now seeing the academic procession entering. This is quite a full team from social sciences. We've said before that is the largest faculty, and the staff also turned out in full support of that. It's beautiful to see them as they gather. They will take their spaces to the left of the room. The Chancellor Party will take their place in the center of the room. We'll be hearing from another outstanding group on campus, the University Singers. And after the University Singers, shortly thereafter, you'll hear the voice of the announcer, providing information to students and to visitors in general about protocols and key instructions regarding graduation. Heard the last strain of music from the Panorama Steel Orchestra. As usual, well done. A job indeed well done. They'll take their rest. They have another graduation in the next couple of hours. And again, they'll be playing with equal lusto and gusto. Grad ones are taking their seats, and so have the academic staff. You're seeing just faces of people just talking and reminiscing. Some of them are seeing each other again after months of separation. Others have gone off to different parts of Jamaica, but it's not just Jamaica. This is a regional university and an international university, I may say. There are persons studying with us from Canada, from Europe, principally from the Caribbean, and a lot of them have journeyed back to Jamaica to share this stage this afternoon. Coming up after the performance, the academic procession. We'll also see the university singers in short order performing the national anthem. A lot of work went into the preparation of this graduation. The tent itself is an impressive structure. We're hearing these first strains of music from the university singers. Let's go over to them now.
Oh yes, oh freedom, freedom, oh freedom, freedom, oh freedom, freedom is coming. Oh yes, I know. 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 Oh yes, Jesus is Jesus. Jesus is Jesus. Jesus is coming. Oh yes, freedom. Freedom is freedom. Freedom is freedom. Freedom is coming. Oh yes, I know. Asi katali no masibujwa. Sisi misile kulule ku. Asi katali no masibujwa. Sisi misile kulule ku. Usima lumtalo. up the fight. We have only started. We have only started. We have only started. We shall not give up the fight. We have only started. We have only started. We have only started.
Voice of the announcer as she comes to the microphone.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the Chancellor's procession.
And you now hear the signature tune for the arrival of the Chancellor's procession. This will be the Chief Marshal will now enter, followed by the Campus Registrar, the Deans of Faculties, the President of the UWI Alumni Chapter, the University Bursar, Public Orator and University Registrar, Campus Principals and Pro-Vice Chancellors, the Campus Principal, that's Professor Denzel Williams, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Sir Hilary Beckles, Chairman of the Mona Campus Council, the Mace Bearer, who is the UWI Mona Guild President, and the Chancellor, Dr. the Honorable Doddridge Miller. The mace is a significant part of the ceremony, and you will see as the Guild President carries the mace. It's a ceremonial mace. It is highly ornamental, and it's made of wood, carried before a sovereign or other high officials in civic ceremonies. We see that, for example, in Parliament. It is intended to represent the official's authority. Now, interesting enough, pay keen attention, because when it is that the mace bearer, the Guild President, gets to the front of the room, there is a placeholder for the mace, and you will notice the camera will focus on him, and the minute he places that mace into the holder, it signifies the official start of the ceremony. Once he does that, the Chancellor will step to the microphone and begin the ceremony. So the mace is almost that key that signal the start of this momentous occasion. It's a part of our culture, a part of our heritage, and a part of our ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
So we would have heard the signature tune for the Chancellor's party. But the Chancellor's party did not arrive. I suspect that there may be some technical issues. The students and graduates were asked to sit. Once again take a listen to the beautiful sounding Panorhythm Steel Orchestra. If you're looking on the stage, as you see, it is wonderfully decorated with flags from across the region. These are called contributing territories. When we talk of contributing territories, it means that all these Caribbean islands play a part in the financial functioning of the University of the West Indies. You're seeing the flags of the different territories. And principals and deputy principals from all other campuses have gathered here. Similarly, ours went to the others across the region. So it's a big deal for the university. According to the Vice Chancellor, in his message, a message I'm sure he'll share with the graduation, not in this same words, but in certainly sentiment. The open campus, the UWI Open Campus, has transitioned this year to the global campus. And in August 2024, we launched an International School for Development Justice. This is the UWI's first major inter-campus financial cooperation, which will deliver online graduate programs starting in January 2025. And these programs are in areas that support the UN Sustainable Development Goals. So we are currently waiting on the Chancellor's party, the Chancellor's procession. And in the meantime, we'll talk a little bit about the Mona campus and
Ladies and gentlemen,
we're
before we
hearing from
begin
the
our
announcer.
graduation ceremony, I would like to remind you of a few important matters. At this time, could you please turn off your mobile phones or place them on silent? Thank you. Please note that the university provides an official photographer who will take photographs while the graduates are receiving their certificates. Graduates, please be advised that instructions to access your photographs taken during this ceremony will be sent to you via email in due course. No unauthorized persons will be allowed to access the presentation area during the ceremony. The university shares in your pride at this graduation, but we appeal for restraint when the names are called so that all graduates will be able to hear their names clearly. Graduates, you and your guests are expected to remain for the duration of the ceremony. I'll repeat. Graduates, you and your guests are expected to remain for the duration of the ceremony. Emergency medical service is available at the front of the old library at the rear of the tent. Please keep the aisles clear at all times. As you will have observed, exit signs are clearly marked. You're asked to note the location of the nearest exit. In the case of an emergency, the ushers will guide you to the nearest assembly point. At the end of this ceremony, we ask families and friends to remain seated until the graduates' procession has exited the tent. The area will be needed to be immediately prepared for our next graduation ceremony. We are therefore appealing to graduates, families, and friends to assist us by leaving the tent area as quickly as possible. You're welcome to celebrate outside. We wish you a very enjoyable and memorable ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the Chancellor's procession.
And now we anticipate the arrival of the Chancellor's procession. As was said before, you will see the Chief Marshal, the Campus Registrar, Deans of Faculties, President of the UWI Alumni Chapter Jamaica, University Bursar, the Public Orator, and University Registrar, Deputy Principals and Pro-Vice Chancellors, the Campus Principal, that's Professor Denzel Williams. You'll also see the Vice Chancellor, Professor Sir Hilary Beckles, Chairman of the Mona Campus Council, Chairman of, the Mace Bearer, and also the Chancellor. And we've given you a little bit of an idea already about the Mace, its role in the ceremony. And so you pay keen attention as the mace bearer, who is the guild president, the Mona Guild president, places the mace into the holder that will officially signal the start of this ceremony. I've come to the end of my time with you. My name is Roger Bent, and it was a pleasure taking you through the pre-show for graduation. The next voice you hear will be that of the Chancellor. Once the mace is placed in the holder and the platform party is settled, he will approach the microphone and officially begin the graduation ceremony.
Good morning. Please be seated. Vice Chancellor, Professor Sir Hilary Beckles and Lady Beckles, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Principal of the UWI Mona, Professor Denzel A. Williams, members of the Platform Party, Ministers of Government, members of the Diplomatic Corps and other dignitaries, members of the academic staff, officers and members of the university community, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, class of 2024. Today you stand here with fellow graduates, family and friends to celebrate a significant milestone in your lives. Completing your course of study is not only a testament to your academic achievement, but also a reflection of your commitment and resilience. Many of you began this journey in the midst of a global health crisis, and your presence here today speaks volumes about your strength of character and your ability to overcome challenges. Graduating from university is a massive accomplishment, marking the end of one chapter and the start of a thrilling new journey. Expect a whirlwind of emotions, excitement for the future, nostalgia for the good times you're leaving behind, and maybe a bit of uncertainty about what's next. This transition period can be filled with job hunting, possibly moving to a new country, or returning to your home country and adjusting to a different daily routine. You will be applying the knowledge and skills gained, but also learning to navigate the professional world, which can be quite different from university life. Your personal growth continues as you build your networks, take on new responsibilities, and chase your ambitions. It is a time of endless possibilities and no doubt some challenges. Embrace the opportunities and use the skills and knowledge you have gained to navigate the complexities of your new world. Throughout your academic journey, you have been exposed to information that allows you to see the world through a broader lens. The examples and illustrations you have encountered during your study are not just theoretical props designed for the purpose of obtaining a degree. Rather, they reflect a real interconnected world, the outcome of the consciousness of millions of people going about their daily lives. Dream big, aim high, and have an open mind. Your local environment is part of a larger global space where events and decisions made thousands of miles away can have a significant impact locally. Be assured that the knowledge you have gained at the University of the West Indies has prepared you to meet these events with confidence. I was recently asked, why is the University of the West Indies pursuing a global strategy when there are more than enough local problems to be addressed? This question isn't new. In a different setting some years ago, while discussing the merits of global thinking with local executives, a similar question arose. Why not focus on local issues since we're not competing globally? To answer the question, I borrowed from the work of a distinguished university professor who shared a perspective with his class on the necessity of global thinking. The example he chose was taken from a normal everyday activity, and he demonstrated how globally connected we are even as we act locally. He suggested, consider that in this interdependent global economy, a person might drive to work in a car designed in Germany by Mercedes, assembled in Mexico from components made in the US and Japan, fabricated from Korean steel and Malaysian rubber. He may fill the car with gasoline at a BP service station owned by a British multinational company. The gasoline could have been pumped from a well off the coast of Africa by a French oil company and transported to the US in a ship owned by a Greek shipping line. While driving, the person might talk to his stockbroker on a Nokia cell phone, designed in Finland, assembled in Texas, using a chip produced in Taiwan, designed by Indian engineers working for a firm in California. He could instruct his stockbroker to purchase shares in Deutsche Telekom, a German telecommunications company transformed into a global entity by an Israeli CEO. He may turn on his car radio, which was made in Malaysia by a Japanese firm, to hear a popular song composed by a Swede and sung by a group of Danes in English who signed a record contract with a French music company to promote their record in the US. The driver might pull into a drive-thru coffee stall run by a Korean and order a latte and chocolate-covered biscotti. The coffee beans would come from Brazil, the chocolate from Peru, while the biscotti were made from an old Italian recipe. By this simple act of driving to work, the person engaged with the products and services of 19 different countries. This, the professor contended, was the essence of a globally connected world. This was the world in 2004 when the question was first posed, and while much has changed in the 2 decades, it remains the world we live in today. Nokia is no longer the mobile phone of choice, and our taste in music may have evolved. However, the need to view the world as a large, interconnected global space is as relevant today as it was then. His audience was an American university class, but with minor adjustments, the example could easily be applied to any country in the Caribbean. The most often used statement, think global, act local, is good advice. The UWI, even with its limited resources, cannot afford to view the world only as a local or regional construct. To do so will fail its graduates and will ultimately fail the region. We must continue to engage the rest of the world and participate in important research and conversations on matters of global consequence. By doing so, we will continue to produce graduates with the academic competence and the critical and strategic thinking to operate in any environment of their choosing. In preparing for these graduations at Mona, I look back on some of the initiatives and achievements of past years, and I was taken by a statement made by the UWI some years ago under the heading, "The Path of an Expansive and Diverse Global Focus." Permit me to repeat part of that statement here. The University of the West Indies has undertaken an impressive infrastructural revolution that has been primarily geared at expanding and enhancing our teaching, learning, and research. Our mandate of becoming the premier higher education institution in the Caribbean has forced us to establish new and critical connections with partners from across the globe, whilst it also acted as a catalyst for the rebranding and redevelopment of some of our most well-renowned institutions and schools. We have engaged in significant and new research that will not only aid in placing our research community on the international map, but will also prove to be integral knowledge contributions to our nation's ongoing quest towards growth and development. Collectively, the achievements of the UWI over the years reaffirm that we will continue to be a higher learning institution that evolves, that is dedicated to providing the highest quality education to our students, committed to improving our society, and one which will remain determined to establishing our permanent mark on the knowledge acquisition and research for our very deserving Caribbean community. I found that a very powerful statement. And the University of the West Indies has done just this. Our ranking among the top universities globally has demonstrated that our strategy of global engagement for enhanced local impact was and is the correct one. You, the members of the graduating class of 2024, are the beneficiaries of this global thinking. The world is forever evolving, And on the point of evolution, I know that coincided with this year's graduation ceremonies and the theme celebrating Caribbean legacy, a kaleidoscope of resilience, new and modern academic regalia has been introduced for university officers to wear at formal ceremonies. The academic regalia at the UWI was first introduced in the 1960s. The most recent design was decades old, and after consulting with our university community, these redesigned gowns you see today better represent our Caribbean identity and symbolize yet another break from colonial ties. I hope this initiative inspires you and reinforces that you're part of a vibrant heritage that refuses to accept the status quo. Being a graduate of the UWI Mona campus is more than just an academic achievement. It is a profound honor and privilege. The University of the West Indies holds a rich heritage of nurturing minds and shaping future leaders of the Caribbean and beyond. As a Mona graduate, you carry forward this legacy equipped with not only the skills and knowledge from your chosen field, but also the deep cultural understanding and regional pride that UWI instills, so aptly described in the UWI Pledge. This holistic education ensures that as you step into the world, you're not only ready to face professional challenges, but also to be an agent of change, aspiring to make meaningful contributions to your communities, uplifting those around you with the spirit of excellence and service. And so I urge you, class of 2024, stand tall in your achievements and let your resilience and success light the path for future generations. Your journey of growth and learning doesn't end today. It merely evolves into new chapters. As your alma mater, we are committed to supporting you through every phase of this continuous evolution. Carry forward the spirit of resilience and innovation, and know that we look forward to witnessing and contributing to your future successes. Finally, stay curious and continue to seek knowledge and personal growth. But above all, use your talents and abilities to make a difference. Go forth and make us proud. Congratulations on your significant achievement, and may the light continue to shine from the West. Congratulations, class of 2024. We are met today in order that we may mark by a formal ceremony the entry of certain of our members into the company of graduates and the academic achievement of others. As a university, we are an academic society of undergraduates, bachelors, masters, and doctors, and we follow the academic tradition in the pursuit of knowledge and the encouragement of learning, purposes which are laid down in the preamble to the Royal Charter, by which we have been granted the powers needful for the prosecution of our affairs. In pursuing these aims, our members advance from time to time to a higher standing in the academic community, and it is proper that as a body we should celebrate their achievement. It is marked by the granting of a degree or diploma or license or certificate, and we rejoice with our graduates on their advancement. I now invite the university singers to perform.
All the pirates, yes, there are mine, sold I to the merchant ships. Minutes after them took I from the bottomless pit, but my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We fall but in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help me sing songs of freedom? That's all I ever had. Redemption song. mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, for none of them can stop all the time. How long shall we kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you have to see? Songs of freedom. That's all I ever sing. Redemption song. Sing redemption song. Help me sing. Redemption song.
The persons whose names will be called studied in the University of the West Indies, and having fulfilled the requirements of the University of the West Indies, beg leave to be presented to you and to the Senate of the University by the representative of their respective institute and faculty as Bachelor of Science or holders of diplomas of the University. Sir, the University Director of the Institute for Gender and Development Studies, Dr. Halima Deshab.
Sir, my colleagues and I ask you to receive as graduate members of our society these persons present who, having fulfilled the requirements of the university, have been admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science of this university.
I receive these persons whose names are about to be called and those who are unable to attend as graduate members of our society.
Sir, for the Bachelor of Science, I present Natrina Hooper. Lexia Powell. Rohan Wallace.
Sir, the Dean, Faculty of Social Sciences, Dr. Heather Ricketts.
Sir, my colleagues and I ask you to receive as graduate members of our society these persons present who, having fulfilled the requirements of the university, have been admitted to bachelor's degrees or have been awarded diplomas of this university.
By the authority vested in me, I receive these persons whose names are about to be called and those who are unable to attend as graduate members of our society.
Sir, for the degree of Bachelor of Science, I present Martine Anderson, Denzel Angus, Kristen Bailey, Jordan Bailey, Rashay Bailey. Brittany Barnes. Dominic Barnes. Danielle Beckford. Shanique Beckford. Dion Bell. Tonesia Bennett. Ashikem Blair. Andrew Blake with first class honors. Wendy Ann Blake. Basil Booth. Christina Boswell. Shantae Boulevard. Michael Boyd. Rachel Bradshaw with first class honors. Brittany Brissett. Alex Brown. Chad Brown. L'Oreal Brown. Rolando Brown. Shamar Brown. Zaire Brown. Shamoy Bryan. Rolanda Bell. Brittany Burke. Anna K. Cambridge. Naomi Campbell. Zora Campbell. Davia Campbell Ray. Courtney Carty. Brianna Chambers. Jania Chambers. Nathan Chambers. Marissa Chung. Soraya Clark. Anna K. Crawford. Shadell Coombs. Shanae Colley. Rashina Cross. Aisha Crary with first class honors. Abigail Dixon. Zoe Della Pena. Dason Dillion. Abigail Duncan. Tobian Dreckett. Denadria Drummond. Graham Evangelist. Tiana Fraser. Kimola Getfield. Shirlene Gittens with first class honors. Noel Ann Goldson. Kenor Grant. John David Gray. Romario Griffiths. DeAndre Horton. Alessa Crosby. Janelle Gregory with first class honors. Javon Hunter. Fekadi Hunter. Kavina Harris. Tashika Ivy. Javis Harris. Destiny Grosset. Jade Edwards. Marsali Hall with first class honors. Abigail Hilton. Marlon Edwards. Nicole Edwards. Romeo Ellis with first class honors. Shavoy Davidson. Telanish Callum. Kevoy Buchanan. Kamal Bartley. Antonio Francis. Cherise Fowling. Janelle Green. Taylor Douglas. Davin Francis. Nadisha Davis. David Beezer. Deschanel Douglas. Kara Grant. O'Neill Gale. Dejanay English with first class honors. Darrell Hendricks with first class honors. Ashane Foster. Taisha Morris. Jelani James. Roshane Lewin. Jason Linton. Malik McAnuff. Ria Simone Lawrence with first class honors. Dominique Miller with first class honors. Danielle Levy. Kalia Malcolm. Ashley Cates. Faith Lynch. Janicia Jones. Gabriella Mullings with first class honors. Jordan Lyle. Tadre Mortimer. Michaelia Jackson. Dean Johnson. Jeanne July. Melissa Mesquita. Devin McIntosh. Samantha Mitchell. Lorianne Jarrett. Danielle Marzuka. Peter Mitchell. Tassay Mitchell. Andre Mullings. Felicia Miller, with first class honors. Kristan Marshall. Kenesia Carr with first class honors. Britannia Gale. Sashona Davis. Shaniva James. Kasai Miller. Sabrina Bannerby. Dylan McFarlane. Laura Lee Martin. Andreen Lewis. Deshelle Johnson. Adriana Moore. Jaquan Marshalek. Nefertiti Lawrence. Natisha McClarty. Patrice Goodlit. Indika Mignot. Branna MacDonald. Kelsey Josephs. Morgan Lowe. Shane McKenzie. Kobe McKnight. Carrie-Ann Nash. Kelsia Nation with first class honors. Roshana Nelson. Arita Newman. Kwesi Nicholson with first class honors. Celeste Nottingham with first-class honors. Kimani Nugent. Ashley O'Connor. Renee Phipps. Janelle Oakley. Simar Facey. Dania Orgill. Makeda Palmer. Keisha Park. Igoni Peppel. Tia Peterson. Renee Pink. Richard Plummer. Anastasia Reed. Mark Reed. Alexi Roden with first-class honors. Carissa Richardson. Shaquille Ricketts with first-class honors. Alexia Roach with first-class honors. Myra Clay Roberts. Jeniel Rowe Douglas. Abijana Samuels. Derek Scott. Sir Andrea Nesbitt with first-class honors. Savannah Scott. Shamila Shepherd. Allison Sherwood. Sarah Shim. Zaria Simpson. Edwin Scott. Jody Smith. Shanika Smith. Anne-Marie Spencer. Abigail Sutherland. Eltony Sutherland. Cheyenne Swaby. Elana Stewart with first class honors. Kenelia Robinson. Althea Archer. Siobhan Thomas. Zaria Thomas. Anicia Thompson. Jada Thompson. Nathan Thompson. Brianna Townsend. Rashid Taylor. Tamika Townsend with first class honors. Charlton Turner. Shariki Tyndall. Shanair Venair. Dominic Waite. Nathan Walker with first class honors. Terrell Walker. Michelle Walters Francis. Tiana Watson. Whitney Waysome with first class honors. Kirk Westcott. Whitney Weston. Kaylee West. Aaliyah Whiteley with first class honors. Ashley Whittle. Stankia White. Lascelles Williams. Zamoya Williams. Taiwo Ogunsalu. Jodianne Oakley. Ashanti Turner. Celeste Williams. Danielle Williams. Giovanni Williams. Jamilia Williams. Javine Williams. Shirnet Wilson. Victoria Witter. Daniel Wright. Danae Winter with first class honors. Clausil Clark. Mickey Walters. Nathaniel Thompson. Ashani Bundy. Kashwani Chambers. Monica Palmer. Taifa Badari. Trishan Beckford with first class honors. Shanna Griffith. Andrew Duffus. Cornelia Dowdy. Hodesia Hausen. Reina Diaz. O'Shane Ford. Tajay Gardner. Janoya Grant. Kamoy Allen. Shanice Johnson. Janelle MacDonald. Ashika Miller. Joe Lee. Brianna Johnson with first class honors. Shauna K. Lawrence. Stuart Mullings. Anastasia Johnson. Ezrin Morris with first class honors. Nathalia McCain. Onelia James. Terrence Miles. Deja McDaniel. Jada McDaniel. Dominic Jackson. Twin. Shamar Nemhard. Tien Owens. D'Angelo Richards. Alicia Robinson. Shauna K. Rodney. Rhea Roberts. Courtney Rowe. Amanda Simmons. Candice Nicholson. Joseph Smith. Ricardo Smith. Jewel Spence. Damian Stewart. Shante Stewart. Kimisha Rowe. Brittany Thomas. Amina Thomas. Joshane Thompson. Brittany Thor. Brianna Thompson. Akela Webb. Shaville Wright. Chantal Crooks. Amoy Allen. Zaisha Heron. Shantina Martin. Dejanay Marshall with first class honors. Chrisanne Jr. with first class honors. Naisha Johnson with first-class honors. Brittany Sinclair. Britannia Jackson. Renee Robinson. Paula Mae Brown. Deandra Hoylett. Barry-Ann Foster. Abigail Henry. Misha K. Cole. Christina Morgan. Darian Ennis. Monique Roach. Shauna K. Moody. Renee Lewis. Aaliyah Rogers. Kimberly Hemley. Demica Linton. Amy Scott. Atalia Matthews. Najwa Campbell. Shania Grant. Monet Anderson. Rachel Russell. Heather Hewitt McNeil. Renee Hutchinson. Joe Valerio Swaby. Anika White. Adria Daly. Patricia Morrison. Jessica Henry. Sedana Archibald. Shanika Morgan. Georgina Rodney. Deja Marie Wright. Brittany Stevenson. Brianna Boyd. Lois Case. Najee Eccles. Gabrielle Reddy. Kimberly Cross. Celine Johnson. Gabrielle Reynolds. Alicia Johnson. Calicia Johnson. Tariq Rose. Samuel Barton. Christopher Dawkins. Kafian Richards. Chanel Robinson. Janelle Robinson. Zania Mitchell. I think we might have a twin. Could we pause? Brittany Beckford. Renee Wright. Maya Cameron. Samoya Smith. Alyssa McLeish. Tanisha Smith with first class honors. Stivonia Lewis with first class honors. Katrina Sutherland. Ramilla Miller. Tashna Davis. Justin Williams with first class honors. Giovanni Brown. Tishona Donaldson. Antonique Brown. Brandy Rodriguez. Michaelia Johnson. Erica Smith. Janelle Codner. Ashley McFarlane. Tiana Lang. Tiffany Facey. Danielle Rose. Shaniel Hemmings. Brittany Wallace. Courtney Dwyer. Luanor Swaby. Colin Brown. Jolene Vassell. Anika Williams. Zico Janor. Chantel Graham. Jackie Jackson. Whitney Warren. Jada Palmer. Damisha Martin. Aaliyah Lewis with first class honors. Ravia Drummond. Thais Turner. Brittany Atkinson. Aaliyah Dawson. Theron Thompson. Khadijah Harris with first class honors. Sir, for the Bachelor of Science Global Campus, I present Denna Davis. Jodianne Williston with first class honors. Tuana Plummer. Karen Hornline with first class honors. Rachel Smith with first class honors. Sephora Valcourt. Chardon King Phillips. Lemonisha Scott with first class honors. Vanessa Smith with first class honors. Natasha Smith Simpson with first class honors. Rowan McInnes with first class honors. Alex Brown with first class honors. Tanisha Samuels. Shakay Harriet with first class honors. Anake Vernal Campbell. Janelle James with first class honors. Nardia Facey, who celebrates her birthday today. Tracy Ann Jackson with first class honors. Marsha Wint with first class honors.
Chancellor, please allow me to acknowledge Keno Watson, who, having earned a Bachelor of Science degree in International Relations and Psychology, would have been graduating today except that he lost his life under tragic circumstances on September 3.
I now call on the class valedictorian, Mr. Nathan Walker, Bachelor of Science.
Chancellor, Dr. the Most Honorable Doddridge D. Miller, Vice Chancellor, Professor Sir Hilary Beckles and Lady Beckles, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Principal of the UWI Mona, Professor Denzil A. Williams, members of the Platform Party, ministers of government, members of the Diplomatic Corps and other dignitaries, members of the academic staff, officers, and members of the university community, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and the luminous graduating class of 2024 from the faculties of Social Sciences and the Institute of Gender and Development Studies. A pleasant good morning. Today marks the beginning of our auspicious destiny, prophesied in the words of the performing artist Erland Bartley, or Alkaline, a future where this sublime cohort of 2024 graduates becomes the boss for every boss and the done for every done. And after surviving the years of university battles, we ever militant, but humble like a lamb. Another famous artist, the post-impressionist Van Gogh, stated that he knows nothing for sure, but seeing stars makes him dream. However, I would take it further than he did. Look around, see the stars that we are and be inspired, not just to dream, but to wake up and realize that we are living a dream. The dream of our ancestors, our families, our teachers, our friends, and all who supported our journey to this moment. So, to all whose blood, sweat, and tears watered the seeds of our ambition, on behalf of the graduating class of 2024, thank you for allowing us to bloom into the excellence we are today. Thanks to UWI, we've learned that excellence is not just some notional abstract noun, but rather a verb. It is a diligent, artistic, and dramatic act that we have all performed over these many years. Starting the first act of our university performance online was no easy feat. All who thought an online degree was going to be easy, critical reading and writing was the first to make we ball out. Murder for Samantha! For some, it was an extremely formative experience, realizing that the cashback grades on ORVLE were actually our essay grades. This digital experience gave us a deeper eagerness to start our real in-person university performances. So, as the curtains rose on the second act of our UWI production, we finally returned to campus and embraced the relief of our own independence. For some, this new act started with us moving a town or parish or an entire island away just to live on hall. For others, it meant commuting. Yet through the sweat and exhaustion under UWI's sweltering sun, we were still fueled by a new sense of excitement and curiosity. We all stepped onto this new university stage, a confusing circus of born-again freshers, wondering where SR16 is, what an SSLT meant, or why IGDSLT was hidden 1,000 miles away beside MedSci. Nevertheless, we realized that new challenges were just beginning. But as the chorus said, persecution we must bear, trials and crosses in our way. But the hotter the battle, the sweeter the victory. And sweet it was. Yes, many of us know that SOCI 2008 did go down with those unfinishable final exams and those 9 a.m. SPSS classes. Or the long articles IGDS students had to read just to understand one term or concept. And who could forget the matrix algebra exam, where instead of calculations, some of us ended up writing essays, desperately begging Dr. Nadine McLeod not to fail us. Class of 2024, we survived, victorious and determined to ensure that despite the tribulations that occurred online, this door nah book again. So, when the thunderstorm of mid-semesters and finals came pelting down on our backs again, we sought refuge in the hallowed main library. Here, we made friends, laughed, cried, or said the infamously foolish words, "This now come on the exam." Some of us even wept in this very tent after just finishing the first question, only to hear the dreaded, "Candidates, you have 1 minute remaining." But those tears of frustration and exhaustion have now blossomed into tears of jubilation. Even after surviving all of this, our final UE Act really tested our resilience. By then, senioritis fully hit. Tutorials became nap sessions, and assignment deadlines started to look a lot more like suggestions because them never did I go force that pan we. Nevertheless, throughout all the acts, we crafted a narrative that made UE not just a place of academics, but a rich script we filled with unforgettable experiences. Homecoming, Inti, UE Carnival, and all the legendary parties were in full swing. Ring Road and Student Union became stages for some of our most vivacious performances. We relished in the productions where we got to rip our halls, have soca versus dancehall debates, wave our flags, and bring our unique Caribbean vibes to life, bonding and celebrating as one. Also, special shout out to Nardo's, Beehive, Welfare, Juicy Patties, and all the stalls and restaurants that supported us, living up to the motto, "Why worry when you can eat?" Graduates, as the curtains close on our UE Act, never forget the brilliance ingrained within us all. We are graduates of the Faculty of Social Sciences, one so sci, and the Institute of Gender and Development Studies, one IGDS. Yeah. Two intellectual pillars of UE. IGDS drove the pioneering UE gender policy, setting a standard for inclusivity and equity. And the FSS has consistently produced influential leaders who have positively impacted our region. The Right Excellent Norman Manley once said that the West Indian problem was the disadvantage of being too small to be heard in a world where silence means stagnation. But seated in front of me today is a solution to this problem. We are indeed the powerful, boisterous, unified voice of our region, embodying the ethereal pelican, spreading our excellence wherever we go. Graduates, revolutionary change demands that we use our voices collectively to realize the future of hope and justice humanity deserves. I call on us today, the future politicians, diplomats, social workers, economists, sociologists, gender analysts, psychologists, human rights activists, and the vista of future world builders to be the voice for the voiceless and use what we've learned thus far to support the world's marginalized. Let us resolutely reject gender discrimination, combat domestic violence, champion equality, and speak out against the genocides and atrocities happening to our brothers and sisters in Sudan, Palestine, Democratic Republic of Congo, and Haiti. Let us also support deeper economic integration. UE gifted some of us with international mobility through programs like Erasmus and ICITEX, so that we can all have integration within not just the English-speaking Caribbean, but across the entire non-Anglophone region as well. Un Caraïbe uni, un Caribe más fuerte, Graduates, as light rising from the west, we can build a stronger, united Caribbean, living up to the words Coffee wrote just for us. Coming from the West Indies, and you know, say we're giving them the best indeed. Today, we become etched into the legacy of the inimitable world builders UWI produces. So, in honor of the end of our amazing performance, and as we move into life's next act, class of 2024, I invite you all to stand up. Stand. Now, raise your canisters high and bask in the spotlight of your well-deserved achievements. Woo! And without further ado, may we take our long-awaited final bow. Good morning, everyone.
Forgive me, but that's the best valedictory speech I've heard all season. Chancellor, I now call on Professor Marcia Roy, Director of Graduate Studies and Research, to present to you members of our society for the award of postgraduate diplomas and master's degrees of this university.
Sir, I present to you these members of our society who haven't fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been awarded postgraduate diplomas, or have been admitted to master's degree, and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called, and those who are unable to attend, postgraduate diplomas and master's degrees of the university, and recognize their advancement in our society.
Sir, from the Global Campus, for the postgraduate certificate in Junior Command and Staff Leadership, I present Greg Louis Austin. From the Global Campus, sir, for the postgraduate diploma in management study, I present Sean Eccleston. From the Mona Campus, sir, for the Master of Science in Gender and Development Studies, I present Neticia Bador Singh. Amoy Chung. Evadne Kerr. Zoria Betty. Sir, for the Master of Science in Applied Psychology, I present Zoria Betty. Sir, for the Master of Science Clinical Psychology, I present Elise Casaban with merit. Nessima Reyes with merit. Saidel Singh. From the Mona Campus, Sir, for the Master of Science in Development Studies, I present Leslie Ann Brown. Camille Buford. Uriel Green. Twana Johnson. Ashalia Myrie with merit. Ariane Roxburgh. Dwight Thompson with merit. Sir, for the Master of Science Economics, I present Samika Davis. Chanel Dennis. Orthandria Downs with distinction. Wadine Edwards. Derek Ellis. Javier Harris. Richardo Lee. Javar McDonald with merit. Lionel Morant. Denise Nathan. Chrisney Porteous. Shanoy Shattuck. Joel Simpson with merit. Dalkeith Thomas with distinction. Sir, for the Master of Science Government, I present Biko Johnson. Jamon Leslie. Renee Loban with merit. Chail Nemard with merit. Linton Powell. Sir, for the Master of Science Human Resource Development, I present Crystal Bernard with distinction. with distinction. Shamara Blair with merit. Kerry-Ann Blake with merit. Anicia Bremer with distinction. Tashina Brisket Greenwood with distinction. Kennedy Bryan. Jodine Kane. Ramala Campbell with distinction. Maxine Chambers. Jodel Clark with distinction. Fioka Creary. Colette Crosdale Mitchell with merit. Natasha Downer with distinction. Claire Duncan Reed with merit. Erica Hansel with merit. Alexia Hibbert. And our very own Barbara Johnson Fisher. Congrats, Barbs! Lillian Lewis McDonald with merit. Donald Mamby. Karen Morgan with merit. Trey Peters. Monique Rob Cameron with distinction. Yannick Ross. Tanisha Roy. Phaedra Sanders with merit. Tavin Small. Sandra Uzu. Keisha Walters with merit. Natasha Watson with merit. Imani Williams. Abigail Woodhouse with merit. From the Mona campus, sir, for the Master of Science, International and Public Development Management, I present Ava Armstrong Hall. Marcia Bray. Rachel Davis. Tonian Fowler. Maria Halbert. Shanique Hawes. Aaron Hoylett with distinction. Deverin Rowe. Michelle Smith. Abina Terrier. Sir, for the Master of Science Social Work, I present Anik Hashman with distinction. Sir, for the Master of Science Sociology, I present Ashley Gray with merit. Ashley Unfroy with distinction. From the Global Campus, sir, for the Master of Science Management and Educational Leadership, I present Christine Lawrence. Sir, for the Master of Science Management Studies, I present Chevenise Fullerton. Lisa Grant Francis with distinction. From the Cave Hill campus, sir, for the Master of Science Marketing, I present Bobby Smith.
Chancellor, I now ask Professor Audrey Henry Lee, Pro Vice Chancellor, Graduate Studies and Research, to present to you members of our society for the award of higher degrees.
Sir, I present to you
These members of our society who haven't fulfilled the requirements of this university have been admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called and those who are unable to attend the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of this university and recognize their advancement in our society.
From the Mona campus, sir, for the Doctor of Philosophy, I present Carol Bent Wright, Organizational Behavior.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations. Well done.
Economics, Dina Spence. I am told it's the first PhD in economics at Mona.
Well done.
Shakira Maxwell, Social Policy, High Commendation.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations. Well done.
She works at regional headquarters. So here, that's why we have a special salute for her. Okay. Organizational behavior, Sophia Morgan.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations. Well done. I now call on the President, UWI Alumni Association, Jamaica Chapter, Ms. Nicolette Wright Black, to lead the graduates in reciting the Alumni Pledge.
Good afternoon to you all. It is my distinct pleasure to invite the graduating class of 2024 to stand and to recite together the UWI Alumni Pledge, which can be found on page 92 of the graduation program. I would like to officially welcome you to the UWI alumni family. I invite you to become engaged alumni who show Pelican pride and are involved in the life of the campus as guest speakers, supporters of sport and hall events, mentors, recruiters, promoters, and advocates of the university, and much more. Let us now begin to say the pledge together. As a graduate of the University of the West Indies, I commit myself to uphold the ideals and goals of my alma mater. My conduct and voice shall reflect the commitment to excellence of the light rising from the West. As I fulfill my social and professional responsibilities and serve my community and region, I will strive to ensure the UWI's place as a Caribbean icon, the catalyst for Caribbean development and leadership. It is a legacy that I will proudly help build for future generations. The UWI, first in our hearts and first in our region. Congratulations to you all. You may be seated. Thank you.
The university singers will now lead the company in singing the university song, which may be found on page 93 of the program. This brings to a close the public ceremony by which the University of the West Indies has signalized the award of degrees, diplomas, and certificates to its graduates. The company may now disperse, but please allow the procession to leave.